man. I didn't do anything wrong, man.
You just gave him 40 years. Well, guess what? So, what's this?
Unleashing the power of destruction. The top 5 biggest convict explosions of all time. Brace yourself for an adrenaline-pumping journey as we dive into the explosive world of convicts who turned the tables and left a trail of destruction in their wake. Ricky Hand. Ricky Hand, a serial armed robber from Ohio, had his reign of terror ended when he was shot and caught during an attempted robbery. After his arrest, his audacity was showcased at his court hearing. Stunned by his 40-year sentence, Ricky concealed a disgusting surprise in his arm sling. As his sentence was announced, he retrieved bottles filled with excrement and urine, flinging them at his defense lawyer and 4 deputies. This shocking act of defiance resulted in additional charges and 5 counts of harassment with bodily substances, further amplifying his legal troubles. Shondell Jackson. In a chilling 2010 murder case from Milwaukee, 19-year-old Shondell Jackson killed Nathan Potter, a university student, during a robbery. Jackson's appalling lack of remorse, characterized by his smirking demeanor, magnified the courtroom's somber atmosphere. Nathan's father's emotionally charged plea for a maximum sentence echoed the family's profound grief.
Nothing that can be said to bring back our Nathan. But your sentence can ensure that Shondell does not have the opportunity as a free man to inflict pain like this again.
When Jackson was sentenced to life without parole, his rage exploded into a stream of profanities directed at the judge, sparking chaos that required court officers to use pepper spray to maintain order. This tense courtroom scene underscored the Jackson family's disturbing lack of remorse and understanding of the crime's severity, leaving all present reeling from their callousness. Manson Bryant, a 32-year-old repeat offender with a lengthy criminal record, stood before Judge Lucci in Ohio, facing serious charges like robbery and abduction. However, his demeanor swiftly changed when the judge handed down a 22-year sentence. Bryant responded with a barrage of profanities, accusing the judge of racism and disrespecting the court.
The court determines that you have or will have the ability to pay restitution.
Despite Bryant's apparent remorse, his explosive outburst led Judge Lucci to add 6 more years to his sentence.
Never gave me probation.
Wait a minute.
Never gave me a chance.
Bringing the total to 28 years. In a lighthearted moment after the chaos, Judge Lucci was heard laughing, perhaps demonstrating his ability to find humor in such a situation. However, a higher court later struck down the added 6 years. Dexter Johnson. Dexter Johnson stood trial in a Harris County courtroom for the brutal murder of Mariah Aparici and her boyfriend. Johnson admitted his involvement but denied being the shooter. As his death sentence was announced, Johnson's emotions erupted. He flung a chair across the courtroom, prompting chaos. Amid the pandemonium, 2 of his relatives collapsed and required medical attention. Despite the disorder, Judge Denise Collins displayed compassion, offering solace to those distressed by the proceedings, especially the parents of Maria Aparici. Equally passionate was Renee Johnson, Dexter's mother, who steadfastly defended her son, praying for divine intervention. Conversely, the father of the victim shared his heart-rending loss. Johnson's dramatic reaction, characterized by overwhelming sorrow and desperation. Eric Pendland. Eric Pendland, an Ohio man convicted of shaking a 3-month-old child, causing permanent disabilities, was handed an 11-year prison sentence. Sharon Lawson and her husband, the child's foster parents, described the severe impact of Pendland's actions, emphasizing the baby's continual agonizing screams.
Nothing prepared us for the screaming. Hours and hours of screaming.
Even after adopting the child, the Lawsons remain haunted by the harm inflicted upon the innocent baby. Despite compelling evidence and a history of criminal charges, Penland fervently declared his innocence, showing no remorse. Upon hearing his sentence, Penland exploded in a profanity-riddled outburst of disbelief and frustration. His reaction starkly exposed his desperation to evade the consequences of his heinous actions.
I didn't do anything wrong, man.
The scene in the courtroom captured the intense atmosphere surrounding Penland's case. It served as a reminder of the grave responsibility entrusted to the court to protect the most vulnerable and deliver justice in the face of unimaginable cruelty. The outburst reflected the clash between Penland's refusal to accept responsibility and the weight of the evidence stacked against him. We need your likes to unlock this incredible event. So if you want to be part of this and witness the colossal convict explosion, smash that like button. And while you're at it, don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can join in on the suspense. So what are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe, and together, let's blow the lid off the biggest convict explosion ever.